occasion marking the dawn of a new journey for our freshers batch. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to the freshers for embarking upon this privileged path that remains a cherished dream for many.
We welcome the dignitaries on the dais. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Chettinad Academy of Research and Education, Professor Dr. R. Sridhar. Esteemed Chief Guests, Dr. Venkatraman Krishnamurthy, a distinguished rheumatologist of international repute. Professor Dr. Balaji Ramakrishnan, the Honorable Director of the National Institute of Ocean Technology. Respected Dean, Chettinad Hospital and Research Institute, Professor Dr. N. Meenakshi. We're truly honored by your presence today and deeply grateful for gracing this occasion.
Also, as we celebrate Teachers Day today, we bow in gratitude to those who dedicate their lives to shaping the minds and hearts of generations. A teacher is not only a guide in academics, but also a mentor who nurtures values, discipline, and a sense of purpose. In medicine, this role becomes even more profound. Our teachers are the ones who awaken in us the spirit of service, the empathy to understand patients, and the resilience to face challenges with courage. They walk ahead of us as role models, showing us that healing is not only a science, but also an art rooted in compassion. On this day, we honor our teachers for their patience, dedication, and selfless commitment, and we pledge to carry forward their legacy of knowledge and humanity.
We call upon the students of all faces to rise and give a standing ovation in honor of all the teachers of this campus. Thank you. Please be seated.
Vakratunda Mahakaya, Surya Koti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kurume Teva, Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada.
Om Namah Pranavartaya, Shuddha Jnanaika Murtaye, Nirmalaya, Prashantaya, Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Namah Pranavartaya, Shuddha Jnanaika Murtaye, Nirmalaya, Prashantaya, Dakshinamurtaye Namaha.
Nagabharanane நான்மறை போற்றும் நாகாபரணனே நான்மறை போற்றும் நாமனே பிரணவரூபனே ஜய ஸ்ரீ கணேச சரணம் கஜானன தேவர் முனிவர் பணியும் தயாகர ஸ்ரீ கணேச சரணம்
Padam nambum Ramadasa Varadane,
Padam nambum Ramadasa Varadane, Modaka Priyane, Gauri Sutane, Padam nambum Ramadasa Varadane, Modaka Priyane, Gauri Sutane, Adidevan உன்னருளில்லையே ஆதிதேவன் உன்னருளில்லையே வேதமும் மானும் செய்தொழிலுண்டோ ஆதிதேவன் உன்னருளில்லையே வேதமும் மானும் செய்தொழிலுண்டோ ஸ்ரீ கணேச சரணம் கஜானன தேவர் முனிவர் பணியும் தயாகர ஸ்ரீ கணேச சரணம்.
Thank you. Please remain seated.
As an ode to the conqueror of the dark, the symbol of prosperity, well-being, abundance and knowledge, we will now have the lamp lighting. We request the dignitaries to light the lamp. We also request 2 student volunteers from the Freshers Batch to join the dignitaries on the dais. Thank you. May the light of this lamp illuminate our path and guide us towards knowledge.
We request the Vice Chancellor, Care, to felicitate the Chief Guest. Professor Dr. Balaji Ramakrishnan. Thank you, sir. It is indeed a special honor for me today to introduce a leader, a teacher, and a guide who has been the driving force behind the academic excellence of our institution, our respected Dean, Professor Dr. N. Meenakshi. Madam is a well-known pulmonologist with an illustrious career spanning over 4 decades as an academician, clinician, researcher, and administrator.
Krishnamurthy, Senior Consultant Rheumatologist and CEO of Chennai Meenakshi Multispeciality Hospitals. Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director, National Institute of Ocean Technology. Our beloved Registrar, our Vice Principal, Dr. Professor Arun. Our advisors, Dr. Balasubramaniam Sir, Dr. Jagannathan. Our HODs, faculties and students of all schools of care. And respected parents of the first MBBS and students who are joining us today. A very good morning to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all and our eminent chief guest for the inauguration of the 20th batch of MBBS students for the White Coat Ceremony and for the Teachers Day Commemoration commemorating the birth anniversary of Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Sir, who is our second President of India, a great accommodation and an excellent educationalist. At the outset, I wish to congratulate and welcome all the newly joining students for choosing a noble profession. Actually, I should say after a well-earned NEET examination, after passing the NEET examination. I also extend my warm welcome to and gratitude and congratulations for the parents for their invaluable contributions and sacrifices in fulfilling their dream and also for choosing the Chettinad Medical College. As far as Chettinad Medical College is concerned, we have an excellent infrastructure with smart classrooms, excellent library, with a student-friendly ambience, access to the latest books, textbooks. Not only latest textbooks, we have got an e-library also with access to the latest Indian and international journals. We have got a state-of-art skills lab, skills and simulation lab, which is the largest one in Southeast Asia, and it is accredited to the American Heart Association. We are giving training to the students through models and mannequins before they interact with the actual patients. Then coming to the hostel, our hospital will be, I'm sure it will be a second home for all our students, and with a good facilities, quality food, and above all, safety for our students. We assure you that there will be no ragging in our campus. Then regarding faculty, we have experienced faculty, both seniors, they are very sincere, committed, including eminent seniors, and we also have dynamic young faculty, always student friendly, and they are approachable. Then we have excellent sports facilities. Apart from academics, we have excellent sports facilities. To include a few, we have a basketball, badminton court, green turf, cricket, to name a few, and also indoor games. And our students are part of state and national level competitions. They are teams and have state and national level championships, and they have won many laurels. We offer research opportunities. This is one great aspect of our Chettinad Hospital. We offer research activities even for the first year students. And we are proud to say our students are getting awards from ICMR and all renowned funding agencies. Then one more thing you should have seen, ours is a green campus, eco-friendly green campus. This is a dream vision of our Chancellor, Chairman, Thiru M.A. Muthaiya. But last but not the latest, we are getting accreditation with all the national level bodies like NAC A++ status, NABL, NABH, and a recent best ranking in NIRF. Dear students, I wish you will be utilizing all these opportunities available to you and come out with flying colors. The only success in our life is only sincere hard work. Please do your hard work and succeed. Once again, I welcome all of you to this inauguration function and also Teachers Day celebration. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the warm words of welcome.
It gives me immense honor and privilege to introduce our beloved Vice Chancellor of Chettinad Academy of Research and Education, Professor Dr. R. Sridhar, a renowned pulmonologist, an outstanding academician, eminent physician, and a remarkable leader with a distinguished career dedicated to the advancement of respiratory medicine and medical education. His journey has been guided by one mission: to heal, to educate, and to transform. He has trained and mentored generations of doctors who serve in leading institutions across the country and abroad. Under his guidance, CARE has strengthened its academic reputation, expanded its research footprint, and advanced its mission of community service. Please join us in welcoming the Vice Chancellor to give the presidential address.
Good morning, all of you. Vanakkam. Respected Dean Professor Meenakshi Madam, respected Chief Guest Professor Krishnamurthy, Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Registrar, Chettinad Academy of Research Education, Dr. Balasubramanian, our academic advisor, Deans of various colleges of Chettinad Academy of Research and Education, Head of the departments and faculty of different departments of Chettinad Hospital and Research Institute, the young students who are joining the 20th batch of MBBS at Chettinad Hospital and Research Institute today, and their proud parents and dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to be part of this 20th batch inauguration as well as the commemoration of the Teachers Day at Chettinad Academy of Research and Education. We congratulate the parents for bringing their children to this level to join in a prestigious institution to undergo MBBS course, and we thank you for posing the faith on us, and we assure you that this university will train your students at the maximum possible level to gain good insights into medicine and to blossom into future specialists in various streams of medicine. As pointed out by our Dean Professor Meenakshi Madam, this university, due to the blessings of our Chairman Thiru M.A. Muthaiya and Chancellor Tirumati Geeta Muthaiya, has all the facilities to undergo both UG as well as postgraduate programs in medicine and surgery and allied sciences, and it gives a huge platform for students to perform and flourish. We assure you that we'll make the right environment for your students to get good insights into the depths of medicine with trained faculty and make them comfortable in their education. They'll not feel the strain of undergoing a professional course, and they'll be provided with mentorship to alleviate their failings in various components and make them comfortable in their studies. As far the occasion is concerned, I am very happy that it is happening on a Teachers Day, and I feel proud to say that my teacher, Prof. Krishnamurthy sir, is here in the dais, and I am very happy to share the dais along with him today. When I was an undergraduate student in Stanley Medical College way back in 82-83, I was a student under Prof. Krishnamurthy sir when he was doing his MD General Medicine postgraduate program. It was a very vibrant unit at the time with a lot of stalwarts, Dr. Chennai, Dr. Ramesh Nagapan, Dr. Krishnamurthy, and so many other people. And the entire unit used to vibrate with the medicine, art of medicine, and clinical medicine. And I was fortunate to be trained under him. And thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation and part of this celebration today. Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, who is from IIT Mumbai, has agreed already to be part of this commemoration on the Teachers Day. We are very thankful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and bless our faculty and students on this auspicious day of Teachers Day. For the students, just I wanted to say only two things. They used to say in Tamil, Teedum Nandrum Pirar Taravara. Good or bad, it is going to be your making. Please make sure that you do only good and make only good. Don't get diverted. Concentrate on your studies. You are getting into a course which demands a lot of attention, lot of focus, and lot of energy. Keep good health, think of only good things, do good things, and get good things for you. That is one thing. Recently, I had the occasion to get one of the forwards from WhatsApp. In that it says in Tamil, Thai Tanakaga Samipadillai, Tandai Tanakaga Sambadipadillai. Very simple words. To understand this meaning for the students, it will be very tough for you to understand at this stage maybe. Once you become parents and nurture your children to get into a professional course, then only you know how much of sacrifice your parents have made to bring you to this level. So make your parents proud by concentrating on your education. Please take care of them. It is your bound duty to take care of your parents at their old age and honor them with your performance in your academic and professional streams. With these few words, I congratulate all the students for joining MBBS in Chettinad Academy of Research and Education, and once again assure the parents that this institution will render the best possible coaching for your students with the help of our faculty who are always at their job to make them bright and successful. Thank you very much, Honorable.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring speech.
I request Satyadev Kumaran of Phase 3 MBBS to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Balaji Ramakrishnan, to the gathering.
Good morning, respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, faculty, and students. It is a privilege to welcome Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director of the National Institute of Ocean Technology, Chennai, and former Professor of Civil Engineering at IIT Bombay. An alumnus of IIT Madras with a PhD in Ocean Engineering, Professor Ramakrishnan has combined academic brilliance with real-world impact, shaping multi-billion-dollar coastal and marine projects in India as well as abroad. A prolific scholar, he has authored monographs, numerous journal papers, and conference publications, while leading major collaborations between India's premier institutes. His work has earned him some of the nation's highest recognitions, including the SP Sukhatme Excellence in Teaching Award, the Distinguished Alumni Award, and the Marine Engineering Prize. As the director of NIOT, he now leads India's cutting-edge research in deep-sea mining, renewable energy, marine sensors, as well as underwater robotics. His journey is a powerful message to all our students that passion, discipline, and dedication can drive innovation and progress in any field. We are honored to have him with us today. Please join me in warmly welcoming Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan. Sir, may I now invite you to address the Academy.
Vice Chancellor Dr. Sridhar, Professor Meenakshi, my fellow Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Krishnamurthy, faculty members of this institute, parents, ladies and gentlemen, and I use this phrase in almost all the academic institutions, wherever I go to address. The future of India, the future of India is actually in uniforms today gathered here, and also a slightly different uniform back in the auditorium as well. So I guess you must be first years and then the senior doctors here. Very good morning to all of you. Such a wonderful day to address to you and be amongst you. Not just only the Teachers Day today, and coincidentally, parts of the country is celebrating Onam, and the entire country is also celebrating Eid. And I convey my wishes to all of you on this wonderful occasion. I must thank one single person, and although I may be little scolding him behind in my mind, that he brought actually an odd man out here in the auditorium, August auditorium of full of doctors, Professor Balaji. And I must also thank the institutions for their brave decision to bring an engineer amongst the doctors. I really appreciate, and I also welcome your effort. I think you must be aware of the fact that we celebrate September 5 every year as Teachers Day. And those of you teachers, in one way or other, be aware of the fact why do we celebrate this? The power of education, the power of knowledge. You would probably have seen this in your different walks of life, the power of education. You know, you can always walk with your heads high with education and knowledge, and obviously you have the power to transfer this as well. It's a very common phrase that we use, the sequence and also the priority that we give in our lives. Mata, Pita, Guru, and then the Devam. Although it is not of any order of priority, but the sequence would have been evolved with definitely a lot amount of thinking gone into it for sure. But now I see the world slightly different. The sequence has changed completely. The dynamics have changed a lot. It is the sequence like this now: Wi-Fi, the best preferred option, or else 5G, if not 4G, then the social media, and then the smartphones, right? All of this become now part of the priorities in your day-to-day life. Just imagine a life without your mobile phone and so on and so forth. The reason why I bring this, in fact, here in this August auditorium is that the technology has developed so much that really influences in not only everybody's life, day-to-day life, but also almost every single second, that without which we are not able to communicate to others, express our views, are now, with a lot amount of technology has advanced, that we also believe that they teach us. Yeah. But the teachers, real teachers, they not only teach you, but they inspire. That doesn't exist with this technology so far, to best of my knowledge. If you have anything come across you, tell me, I will stand corrected here. And that's the reason why we still keep our teachers on the highest pedestal. I'm not very sure, maybe because of the technology and a lot of information that you get to see and come across every single hour of the day, maybe it is difficult for you to remember in these generations I'm talking about, these generations, with your gadgets and a lot of information is flooding information through your so much of social media and platforms. It is likely that your childhood memories may be fading away very quickly than ours. It is my belief, but correct me again. I'll be happy to stand corrected. Our times, I'm sorry, I cannot compare directly. I understand VC has actually done his bachelor's in 1981. So I was yet to go to school, in fact, in 1981. So I cannot compare, sir, actually definitely your time and with my time. So sir, chief guest sir has already mentioned to me that, he was doing this. I'm sure you might have done your bachelor's around 77 or something like that. So, sir, oh my gosh, sir, I was not even born in this world actually in 74, so I cannot compare their time, but I still remember very fresh in my mind the teachers, many teachers, of course. I would like to bring one single example here out there for the benefit of the audience. One of my school teachers, I studied in my vernacular language, okay, so Tamil medium, basically I studied in Tamil medium. And one of my school teacher happened to be very nice gentleman. Of course, he teaches, not only teaches very well, but also he supports and morally boosts every single student. He called me one fine day. He brought a newspaper cutting and gave it to me, and he said that you have to apply to this. I said, what is this? This is one exam, don't worry, you just apply. So those days the application process is slightly longer, unlike yours. You can go now to the web portal and then click the, or maybe sometimes you may be filling the information directly in the web portal, right? But those days it's like this. You'll have a call for application appearing in the newspapers, and you'll have to take a cutting of that and fill your information with some 20 rupees or 30 rupees or 50 rupees application form fee. You have to take some kind of a DD or something like that. You have to send it to the institute. Then you receive the application form. Then you have to fill and send it back, then you get the hall ticket and so on. So it's a little longer process, but I'm sure our dignitaries on the dais would be appreciating what I'm trying to tell you. So I have done all that, and then I got a, what do you call that as entrance? Hall ticket, yeah. So it's called hall ticket. I think you may not be knowing this. Got a hall ticket, and I went on to write this examination. It's in a city, metro city, very close to my hometown. I didn't realize that the entire question paper is in English. It's a booklet. It's not a 1-page or 2-page question paper. It's a booklet. Several pages of English question paper. And I was really, scratching my head. I don't know really what to do. But by the time all the students around me, they started writing the exam. I'm just figuring out what to do. The so-called supervisor or the controller of examiner came very close to me. Thambi, what happened to you? I said, sir, I'm basically Tamil medium. So I'm just trying to understand what I'm supposed to do. He said, you can write the answer in Tamil. Okay, but for that you should understand the question right first. I told him very simply, and then somehow the exam was actually 2 parts. One in the morning, 3 hours, and then the second in the afternoon. So I carried my lunch pack, everything with me, like I am going to school. And by the time I finished 30 minutes or something like that, these guys were very busy in writing examination. I completely got fed up, and the examiner told me that I cannot get out of the room because it's a very prestigious examination. I cannot get out of the hall. So he kept me until 2.5 hours. Only the last 30 minutes, he kind of forgiven and let me go out. I have to wait for the lunch to be over. I was the only one having lunch in the lunch break. And all other students around me were busy in preparing for the second half of the examination in the afternoon, 2 to 5. I don't know what to prepare. I don't know what I'm writing, first of all. So I don't know what to prepare. So I was having my lunch very, peacefully, aramse, and then I went into the hall again. Whatever I could write, I came out of the hall with so much of frustration, with so much of anger, with so much of stress. I went and met the teacher very next day. Sir, why did you do this to me? You know that I'm a Tamil medium student and you know my level. And you asked me to write this examination and so on. So I really don't know what is the question paper, content of the question paper itself. He was so cool, composed, calm. He told me only one thing. I know very well that you cannot even understand the question paper. Sir, then why did you do all of this procedure? I have to get the application form, blah, blah, travel to the metropolitan city and so on. He said, Balaji, you should know where you stand and where the rest of the world is actually standing. My dear friends, I'll tell you, this has happened actually more than 30 years ago. More than 30 years ago, and I still remember this, and I still remember the teacher. That's the teacher. He doesn't only teach you what is in the textbook and then transfer it to your mind. It's not that. You won't believe. I don't know, maybe that is the reason why I went on to do my master's in the same very bloody IIT, PhD, and I also went on to become faculty of that very, very IIT of this country. Could be. He seeded this at the age of 17. I couldn't crack. I didn't do my BTech in IIT. I didn't. I tried. Only once, like I said before. Nothing. But that may be the reason why he seeded that in my mind, somewhere back of in the mind. I should enter IIT one day, somehow. Remember, this is the job of the teacher. He would have certainly forgotten me because he teaches and he does the same thing for almost every batch, all the students. Some pick up, some may not. Okay? But this is exactly what the teachers did. And that's the reason why we keep them in the highest pedestal possible. Selfless transfer of the education, information and knowledge, wisdom. Obviously, anyone who transfers the knowledge and wisdom, we treat them as teacher, guru. Sometimes it would be your father, sometimes it would be your father, sometimes it would be certainly your sibling. Sibling will certainly teach you a lesson or two every day almost. Those who have gone along with the siblings, they are all smiling now. I could see some faces in the fresh batches that, they are actually smiling. I'm sure siblings will teach you a lot. And obviously, friends, during your schools and during your college days, many of your friends teach how to. Many of your students' friends will teach you how not to. Okay? So, to take that, I think you learn from every single human being. I think you have huge amount of opportunities. I see the world has been changing over the years of time. People believe one side, of course, the artificial intelligence may change the way we think the life would be in the future. But I see it's really an interesting part of our time, interesting part of the life. And I see that it's basically artificial intelligence or world of opportunities. Every single profession it could be. Engineering, I think we use a lot. It's already entered a lot in your medical profession as well. Now, I recently understand there are some engineered information also being gathered for the medical practitioners. Okay, so how much pressure is supposed to apply during the stitching time and so on is being measured, monitored, and then you feed it to the AI, and then they give some kind of a feedback system that, if this is a patient situation and how much pressure has to be applied in terms of stitching. Like I said before, I am a very layman in your subject, and forgive me and pardon me for my so-called ignorance in the subject knowledge domain. But I think it has already started actually doing wonderful things in our life. And as a country, I think India is also providing huge amount of opportunity. As I understand, There are a lot of schemes that helps us in growing self-reliance. I think we also target the Viksit Bharat in 2047, which means we wanted to really be a developed nation. I think it is starting from the education. It is starting from actually the way it is being taught in the institutions like yours, schools, colleges, and universities, and so on. It percolates down the line. I think if the information is coming from the top that we wanted to be a developed nation, it is not one single man's thinking process. It has to be the 1.4 billion population's collective opinion. Yes, we all wanted to be part of the developed India, right? So that's starting from here again. And you also talking about the self-reliance. We wanted to be on our own. With the current geopolitical situation, I think this is a pressing need and pressing immediate requirement for the country that we have to be on our own as much as possible. I'm not saying that you should detach everyone and then live like a compartment, but I think it should be mutual handshaking, win-win situation, and you be the leader of your subject, and quite obviously the other side will also be welcoming and receptive and so on. So we as an institute, I'm heading an institute called National Institute of Ocean Technology. And like I said before, I'm an engineer, hardcore engineer, a born engineer. I wanted to be an engineer. I ended up in doing what really passionate to me, ocean engineering, the subject that I really love. And now I'm heading an institute, which is also a very unique institution in the whole country. Not only the country, but also in this region. You may be aware of the fact that the Gaganyaan, Indian Space Research Organization, is trying to send 3 human beings. See this, I think, wherever you have human being involvement, you are all there. I think you medical practitioners, medical scientists, medical teachers, and researchers, we bank hugely on your support as well. There could be a lot amount of intervention of your profession is required in our field as well. And like the 3 astronauts actually being planned to be sent to the space through the Gaganyaan program, National Institute of Ocean Technology is actually aspiring to send 3 of our scientists actually to 6,000 meters of water depth in the Indian Ocean. Friends, what I am talking about is 6 kilometer deep of Indian Ocean. We are going to send 3 of our scientists. We are brave, bold enough to do that actually. And this is a crushing pressure. Unlike the space, there are some challenges obviously in the space, vacuum, no oxygen and so on. Here you have crushing pressure of the water. It is 600 bar pressure, which means 600 kilogram per centimeter square. If you take your the smallest finger in your hand, the nail would be of the order of usually 1 centimeter square. And just imagine if you keep transfer the entire weight of your I-20 or I-10 or Maruti car weight to the small nail area. That is the pressure I'm talking about. It will be crushed to nothing. That's the pressure. I'm not talking about artificial here. It's a natural hydrostatic water pressure at the water depth of 6,000 meters. Every single component that we send it to this water depth is supposed to withstand this crushing pressure. And in that, we are trying to send human beings, 3 of the human beings. We not only allow our scientists, they're our own scientists in our campus. It's here in Palikarna, in the very city where you are all seated now. It's happening as we speak. It's actually being integrated in our campus. So we have huge number of medical tests, psychological tests, and we bank on, of course, naval medicine and doctors like yours opinion. We keep, train the pilots who are supposed to venture into this adventurous mission. And we also have, thanks to many of the research institutions, including yours, that we have developed a bio vest. They just have to wear this jacket and it monitors all their vitals. And it is not just only the vitals that we are collecting, it has to be communicated. This vehicle that we are planning, that we are designing right now, is an autonomous complete vehicle. It's an independent vehicle, not autonomous, but it's basically independent vehicle. So when you drop it from the ship, it goes on its own down to the water depth of 6,000 meters. So there is no communication, there is no cable connecting, there is no tether connecting this vessel to the main ship. So you have to communicate all of this vital organ, information of these 3 scientists inside the hull to the ship. Every second I'm talking about. We monitor that continuously, and we have designed this hull with the human support system as well. Thanks to, again, what amount of oxygen has to be supplied, what amount of carbon dioxide has to be removed. It's a hull, completely sealed hull. Okay, so the 3 scientists are actually inside. So quite obvious that they have to live with the oxygen being supplied from the small canisters, and they are also supposed to remove the CO2 scrubber, and we are talking about maintenance of the humidity, temperature, all the environmental parameters, And in the hull, we assure that our engineering design that they will be comfortable like you are sitting here in this auditorium. In spite of the fact that it is under the crushing pressure. We have taken huge amount of help from the medical practitioners like you. We have no idea of how the human behavior would be in such kind of a, closed space. It's only a 2 meter diameter. I think 3 people have to be little, not so comfortable sitting like you have here. It will be a little cramped, but imagine the time of any disaster, imagine the time of any emergency situation, how the 3 will be reacting to each other, how the survival system has to be defined. There's so much of human engineering intervention out there. Exciting science happening in our campus. If you happen to visit that part of the city, you are most welcome to visit us. But this auditorium is full of doctors, and I know everybody knows that doctor profession is basically a noble service to mankind, but also to the society. Especially they have dedicated their time and entire life at many times. I think we have come across the time like COVID. Probably the doctors are best to tell us the story of how they really come across this difficult time, not only here but everywhere throughout the whole. Well, message to the future of India, India's future. You are the pillar of the next generation India. I'm completed my life almost halfway through, and our senior scientists, colleagues are also having spent quite amount of time in their profession. So make best use of the resources available at your disposal. I think compared to their time and my time was resourceful, and compared to my time, your time is actually a beautiful, resourceful period of the humankind. I'm talking about. You have wonderful resources available at your disposal, be it as information, you have it in your fingertip now, but I wish you make best use of every single resource that is being provided by your parents, the college, your teachers, and so on. And college life will never come again. You ask any one of the doctors occupying the dais, do you think they can actually enjoy the life that you will enjoy? Anytime that you can eat ice cream, I spotted a couple of your senior colleagues actually having ice cream right now. I was wondering, what is the time to have ice cream? They don't probably care about the time now. I think even at 2 o'clock, the ice cream shops are very full. I'm talking about early morning, 2 o'clock. Well, so have fun, spend quality time in the campus, that you will be there for next 4 or 5 years of your time, and learn from each other. Fellow students, I think they teach better than your teacher. I'll tell you very honestly. I think be cautious. Some students, friends, they teach how not to. Okay, so message to the parents. I think I could see huge amount of parents with loads of happiness on their face, but the equal amount of anxiety as well. I think they're a little bit concerned that how my ward is going to be completing his profession and success and excel in their life and so on. I think institutions like this, you can feel happy, sit relaxed, rest assured. I think they are going to make certainly a great profession of their own. With that, wish you all once again Teachers Day, Happy Onam and Happy Eid, and wish you all the best. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom and for your message to the future of India. You took us on a journey through your career, the challenges faced and how you overcame them, and also about the fantastic work that the National Institute of Ocean Technology is doing currently, including the Gangayan project. Thank you again.
I request Satyadev Kumaran of Phase 3 MBBS to introduce Dr. Venkatraman Krishnamurthy to the gathering.
It is my proud privilege to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Venkatraman Krishnamurthy, a pioneer in rheumatology and a true inspiration to generations of doctors. A graduate of Madras Medical College, he went on to complete his MD at Stanley Medical College and DM in rheumatology from Madras Medical College at a time when the specialty was still in its infancy in India. His pursuit of excellence was crowned with the FRCP London in 2019. Over 4 decades, Dr. Krishnamurthy has been a clinician, teacher, researcher, administrator, as well as a thought leader. He has served in premier institutions, including Stanley Medical College, Apollo Hospitals, and MJ Muller Hospitals. He now continues his service as CEO and Senior Consultant Rheumatologist at Chennai Meenakshi Multispeciality Hospital, besides his roles at Apollo Hospitals and MJ Muller Hospitals. His contributions extend far beyond clinical practice, as Honorary Secretary of the Indian Rheumatology Association and member of the American College of Rheumatology. He has raised India's profile on the global stage. His prolific research spans lupus, rheumatoid and psoriatic arthritis, vasculitis and osteoporosis, with publications and presentations worldwide. For his stellar work, he has been honored with many awards, including the MN Passe Lifetime Achievement Award in 2024, the IRA Master Award in 2019, and the Best Doctor Award in 2013 by the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University. Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly privileged to have with us today such an eminent leader in medicine. Please join me in warmly welcoming our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Venkatraman Krishnamurthy. Sir, may I now invite you to address the gathering.
Sorry, bottle and kaiyilma chief guest nenichikadinga. Okay. Good morning. I just wanted you to relax. We had a lot of serious talks, but he told one thing: where you stand, that is very important. That's what the teacher has opened the eyes. When they make a Swami Vigraham, the eye opening ceremony is very important. It is done only on an auspicious day and by the main sculptor on a particular day. So a teacher is the one who opens the eye. And I wish you all, whoever has come, has taken up this profession, a warm welcome to the fold of medicine. And you can be very proud. Because I'll come to the point before the customary customary greetings to everyone here. First, I would like to thank your Chancellor and your mentors for having built an organization and institution. Building an institution is not easy. So since I run a hospital, I know how difficult it is. So our real cheers and greetings should go to Dr. M.A.M.R. Muthaiya and Mrs. Geeta Muthaiya. And respected Professor Dr. Sridhar, Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Meenakshi, Dean, Professor Dr. Balasubramaniam, Madam Jayendra Saraswati, Registrar, and Dr. Arun Kumar, Principal, all the professors, Priyadarshini Professor, and Dr. Mohan Rao, I don't know whether he's here today. So my respected professors, teachers, and dear students and parents. They were addressing me as Venkatraman Krishnamurthy. My name is Krishnamurthy. Venkatraman is my father's name. When we were lighting the lamp, I felt as if if only my parents had been here, I would have felt very happy. Though I'm very aged, I don't think you can't expect them to be alive now. But still, you see, as a son, what I felt. Even at this age, I think about my parents. So it is very, very important because Tavamai, Tavamirundu, your parents have suffered a lot, worked a lot. That's what our Vice Chancellor told. Then they made you as doctors. My father told me, you joined medicine because he felt it was a noble profession. He was an IAS officer, a bureaucrat. I never wanted to be a doctor. Having seen a bureaucrat and having come across, I didn't want to join even IAS. I wanted to do IPS. I don't know why. I like that uniform, that cap, that dog collar here, and they say that police medicate. And I was well built, so minus glasses. So for 2 years, even after joining MMC, I felt, Nada, I should have become IG. Because my father was a bureaucrat, we used to get that Republic Day parade passes. I used to go and sit there with governor will come, hoist the flag, CM will be there, chief secretary will be there, all the DGPs. Those days it was called IG and Commissioner of Police who used to be there. So I used to get flabbergasted. And then as years passed on in MMC, I felt I am fit to be a doctor than a policeman. If I had been a policeman, I think I would have become an encounter specialist and killed people. Whereas, as a doctor, I have saved a lot of lives. And people look at you like God, that has only in this country, not in Trump's country, not in UK. So never feel bad. I always wanted to get out of this country after, I'm going to talk extempore to you today, though I got some points to be remembered. So I got a job in Ireland. I was working in MMC assistant professor. My professor was very irritated with me. He refused to sign the application form also. I got a job was waiting. I wanted to leave this country. My idea was very clear. Get out of this country, go to Ireland, hop to UK, and then go to US. US was my ultimate aim. I never wanted to stay here. In the application form, my professor wrote, because he has requested me to go to forward this application, I am forwarding this application. The deputy director or joint director in DME's office asked me, why your professor doesn't like you going out, is it? He has written like this, how can I forward this application to government, he said. Then only I saw that what he has written there. It was not shown to me, it was kept confidential. It so happened I got a job, but fate would be, I didn't get the visa on time. So that professor there said, I will extend your job. In Sligo, Ireland, I got a job. Again, I believe Irish people don't work, I believe. They're lazy fellows, that's what they say. So it never came. And then I joined DM Rheumatology, it just started at that time. I was the first batch in India. So it so happened, accidentally I got into. In fact, I was in pulmonology for 8 months in Institute of TB and Chest Medicine. From there, somebody said there is one post is vacant in rheumatology. It's a easy place. So I went there. But then after going there only, I found I was locked from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily for 8 hours compulsory. Even if you go 1 minute late, the professor will write 801 for me. Luckily that time that thumb and all was not there, though we had thumb. So that was the thing. We had to be very strict, rigid man, trained in UK. So it's so, just like a river flowed, things went on, I managed to come out. But now it is different. You people should have a clear vision. It's very, very, very important. You come to medicine, now as you go through it, get maximum knowledge in all the subjects, medicine, surgery, and then obstetrics, ophthalmology, ENT, basic sciences, physiology. We have a professor, sorry for not having mentioned this name, Balaji sir. Human body is full of engineering. So we need engineers like you. It's a marvelous thing. They are going on telling artificial intelligence. That word underline artificial. It is artificial. You are the original. So don't get carried away. So whatever it may be, it is secondary. While coming in the car today, reaching here, I had a call from my patient who is a professor in Dallas. She called me. For 30 years, because of you, I'm working, sir. I got my knee replaced by the doctor who operated on President Bush. But still, in your shadow, I have lived for a walk for 30 years. That is what she was telling. So she was telling very soon, I told my, sorry for sharing this, daughters-in-law are all very lazy. They are not working. They are only doing work from home. I was just making fun of my daughter-in-law. She's in the US. And then she told, no, sir, robots are there. AI will come. Yeah, one day robot will take the kitchen knife, kill, and will be sitting and laughing. So we don't know how to program that. So it has got its own plus and minus points. So don't get carried away. There is one thing which I would like to tell you. Whatever you learn, you have your own brains. It is called Epurul Yar Yar Vai Ketpinum, Apurul Meipurul Kandade Arivu. That is very important. Don't get carried away by all messages coming in Instagram, WhatsApp. Yesterday, I met one student who was a student of this college. She wants to do medicine. And she told me, sir, which college is better? I was told that college A has lot of patient inflow. That's why I want to go and join there. I said it's a wrong way of assessing and analyzing from your point of view. You have to see which hospital and college has got good faculty, which has got facilities. Like that you have to see. But don't get carried away, people, with messages coming into your ears. You'll get plethora of information. Fine. But take it, sieve it. You don't take paddy and eat. You remove the husk, you remove the coatings, and then you cook and then eat. The same way, knowledge and information has to be processed by knowledge, and then take what is important from that. These are the basic things. Now, initially I'll just talk about medical students, and then we'll come to a little about teachers and then the parents, and with that I'll finish. First, can I ask someone of you, a student, why you chose medicine? We'll take this girl first. Give the phone there, man. Yeah. Not tell why girls were chosen first. You are smiling, that's why. Why did you take medicine?
I chose medicine because I was being very passionate about this. Every single time that I saw a pediatrician when I was small, since I was new dreaming, I always dreamt of wearing a white coat on his death. Yeah.
I have not seen Nia Nana much, but anyway, like that. No, come on. The first thing is to be bold and answer. That is how you have to. Otherwise, you'll be a backbencher. That's why I'm telling you, in medicine, you have to listen, talk, come forward. So start from here. Sit and talk, no problem. Why did you choose medicine? Don't be inhibited. So first point is, lose your inhibition. Come forward as a medical doctor, medicine. If you have doubts, ask your teacher. If you don't clarify your doubt, that doubt will always be there throughout the world.
Social service.
Social service. I was expecting this. Yeah, we'll take a minute. Can you tell me why you took? Yeah, you. Hope it's not boring. Is it okay?
It's my dad's wish to. It's my dad's wish.
What is
Also,
that?
I feel passionate to become a doctor.
Yeah. What do you want it to be? Engineer?
No, sir.
Yeah.
What my father expected me to become.
I appreciate him. I really appreciate him. See, what is there in your heart, you should be able to tell. You should call black as black. You can't call me as a fair person. You tell, yeah, that dark gentleman. Yeah, like that. So, thank you, thank you. What about you? What about you? No, you only. No, the person you are carrying away. Yes. Why did you take medicine?
Sir, I love it actually. I want to treat the patient. This profession is very, it's unique. None of this profession can have this this profession. Not only the medicine is like we are taking, no sir. It's this MBBS we are crossing. It gives us discipline. It gives us hard work. It gives us consistency. It gives perseverance. It is everything. So this medicine, it's not only about this doctor thing, but this medicine course is the most valuable course I feel in India, per se.
Right, thanks. There are so many things, but I checked before coming when they called me to be a chief guest. I said, okay, let me find out. I asked a few people here. First one I got was Gethu. That's what they said. So they feel very proud that being a doctor or a Gethu when I see that. I saw my pediatrician, the way she moved. So one student said. Another girl said, no, salary. When will I get my first salary, full salary? She asked me. So I said it will take 10 years. After 10 years, my salary was 750 rupees as assistant. I joined the primary health center and my first salary was 750. In 1980, 81, I think, I opened my first bank account. and Indian Bank Rajanamlaipuram. It is still there, that account. I couldn't even see 1,000 rupees in that. 4 digits, it took me time. I had only 500, and that year Diwali, my father sent 500 rupees to buy some pant and shirt. What I did was I put that 500, made it 1,000, saw it for 2 days as 1,000, and then only I spent the money to get buy my clothes. That was in 81. I was just finishing house surgery. I went only by bus to Madras Medical College. I had only a cycle, and after finishing house surgery, I managed to persuade my father to get a bike, and one second-hand motorcycle came. So only after becoming a doctor and consultant in Malad, I could buy my first car. That was in 1988. Took me. The year of technology didn't improve much between me and Professor Balaji, and because what he saw is that the question paper I experienced when I was in 3rd standard. I studied in Tirunelveli. I belong to Palayam Kottai, small town in Tirunelveli. Up to 2nd standard I studied there. It was in Tamil medium. After my father was transferred here, and then I joined a convent in Chetpat. Everything was in English. I didn't know anything. I knew only apple, ball and bat, ABCD, and one poem called Hickory Dickory Dock, something I remember. Rest all only Tamil. And the question paper was there in geography. So I didn't know anything, so I wrote the same question paper, I copied as answer and came. One nice red ink, I had Anglo-Indian teachers. When she pierces or pinches the ear, that sharp nails, it will get bubbles here. So I got one big 0 with 2 marks like that. The globe I got, oceanography, we had it. So that is how, then it took me 3-4 years. Then I went to Bain School, Christian College High School. By that time I had learnt, because we all have native intelligence. That is very important. Never feel bad that you don't know English, and don't get complex. And each individual, ஒவ்வொரு விதைக்குள்ளையும் ஒரு ஆல விருட்சம் இருக்கு. So energize that. Each individual has got everything. Without, even from a ward boy or from a Aya, you can learn. So I learned how to put that Macintosh and bed sheets in the hospital bed by watching the probation sisters, nurses. That is how we have to. My grandfather was a doctor in Tirunelveli from military service. I've never seen him. My mother used to say. He was an expert those days in shifting a breech to cephalic delivery or head delivery, conventional thing. I believe he learnt it from one Marthuachi, that's what they say, from her, and I believe that lady will go close and tap the abdomen and then deliver the child. He bribed her and then learned the technique, I believe, those days, 1930s and 40s. So we can learn. So the point you have to learn is katrathu kaimannalavu, kalladadu ulagalavu. That is very important. In Tamil, we have lot of needi nools and other sayings, proverbs. So always have some attachment to your culture and see what you can get from it. So that is very important. Never feel, allow, even if you know something, never allow that to go onto your head. That egoistic attitude should not be there for a doctor. Every day we have to. When he was telling he is going to go 6,000 feet down, or 6 kilometers down, 6,000 meters with that pressure and other things. There is one more trench, Mariana Trench, I think. It's in the Philippines, which is 10 kilometers down. So he will be aiming for that. The same way we have to aim higher and higher every day. We have to keep on knowing, and knowledge has to be built. It's very important. So that way, one is, it's a noble profession. See, if I had been a police officer, I would have retired at the age of 58. I'm going to be now 69, I'm completed, 70, I'm going to go. Still, I'm respected and brought on a dais to talk to young people like you. So that is where this profession, though you start late, you can keep on working, but if you are healthy. If you are healthy, you have to have two things. One is what you eat is important. Don't eat trash. You can have your pizza, that and this thing. I saw at the canteen there, nice place. But food is very important. What you eat, what you sow today only you will reap tomorrow. Don't go to junk food. Have junk food once a week or something like that. Rest of the time try to be very careful with what you eat. It's a human body. Don't put poison and toxins inside. Preservatives don't. So stay healthy. That is very important. Madam was telling about exercise, playing facilities, indoor, outdoor, everything. But I don't know how many of you are using that. I was hockey captain for MMC and I was playing tennis. So physical exercise in some form, cycling, swimming or walking should be there part of your thing. உடல் இருந்தால்தான் உடல் வளர்த்தேன் உயிர் வளர்த்தேனே உடம்பார் அழிவர் உயிரார் அழிவர் திருமூலர் பாட்டு. So physical body is very important for the life to be inside. Only if you are healthy, you will be able to serve the society. If you serve the society, your level goes up. So that way, though we all talk about medicine, most of the doctors don't take care of their personal health. They don't eat on time. They think, but particularly this particular point I wanted to say, you will start earning late. Only from 30 years you will see some money. 30 to 40 you will see money. After that only real money will come. So parents, kindly don't tax your children. Don't expect any income from them for 30 years. Keep your bank balance enough to support them, and slowly they will grow. It's like planting a tree. It is not a paddy which will reap in 90 days. This is a alambarisham. It will take time. So we have to think and handle finances of a child also. My son is a doctor. He took more than, only after the age of 30 he could make some money or see some money for that. Until then we had to support them. So this is another thing. It's a hibernation. Incubation period is very high in medical side. So what I used to do is, as an MBBS student, after finishing, I used to work part-time, do some practice. PG, I was getting 325 rupees as stipend. I used to make another 300, 400 rupees as income, and I used to sustain without asking my parents. That was different. So like that, we can do some part-time jobs like that. So these are the things. So why we were talking, I may skip from one place to the other. Regarding food, why I told was, habits, don't get into habits. Smoking, alcohol, drugs, these three things will come into this field. When I was a student itself, ganja was there, alcohol was there. Only when I was doing my PUC that prohibition was removed. I was studying in St. Joseph's, Trichy at that time, PU. My classmates used to go and drink. Whereas I used to go sit with them, but I won't take alcohol. I'm not telling I'm a very holy man or anything like that. I was very scared because my father was holding a post at that time. Whether somebody goes and tells or his name gets spoiled, I used to keep. So that control you have to. How the tortoise pulls all its legs and head into the shell. You should be able to control these five senses. Eye, hearing, touch, tongue, everything. And you should have self-control. Never you may taste alcohol, you can smoke once, no problem. Kalavum katramara, they say, but if you get hooked to it, a lot of people will get. So that way, habits, you should have healthy habits, clean habits. You should organize yourself if you want to be successful. That's very important. And again, don't run behind money. Money will come to you. If you are good, if your standard is good, your knowledge is good, everything will automatically flow. You need not go in search of it. Money will come in search of you. These are some of the things I wanted to tell you. So, children take up medicine because of dad's or parental pressure. People have some inspiration or admiration for being a doctor. But whatever it may be, having come, don't hang on to that. Recently, I saw one student, I'm treating him actually, from one of the premier institutions. He will come on with telling this complaint, that complaint. He's only an MBBS graduate, now a house surgeon. He himself will diagnose, I have IBS, give me this drug. I have autoimmune, he'll say, I want rituximab. All biologicals he will try, he'll keep on going to the doctors. The main problem was he wanted to be an engineer. His father forced him. So because of this, he goes on imagining so many things. He's a very bright boy. He is not at all concentrating. That's because parental pressure, he is now fighting. So he is taking revenge against his parents because they pushed him into medicine. So he's spoiling his life. Whereas my student in Stanley Medical College, his father was working in that Mahendragiri ISRO. This boy wanted to do BE and then go to MBA. He was a businessman by nature. But father forced him. He was in Stanley, he was my student. Now, and then he became a psychiatrist, top psychiatrist in UK. But what he did was, while we were doing psychiatry, he did his MBA. And then now he is in Dubai. He is a psychiatrist for all the Dubai sheikhs' wives and others, and gets a lot of money, including diamonds and all jewels, everything they will give. They will fly a plane for him. He is in a very top post there. Most of our big businessmen are his clients. Because they can't have that psychiatric problem known here, they fly to Dubai or to UK and see him and pay him in lakhs of rupees. But what he has done is, he's converted his practice into an entrepreneurship. He's running a big company where they will deal with different patients with higher income group and the rich people. For them, they are doing a psychiatric service. So even if parents push you to medicine, you can convert that into what your passion. You can always convert that also. So don't destroy yourself by malingering or dodging and spoiling your life. You're not going to win anything. The parent has got their own ambitions and certain things. It's even if so that by your success you can make it happy for them as well as to you people. So you need not feel bad that you have come to medicine. It's always a noble profession. And I always think of my father, Tandai sol mika mandiramillai. Even today I feel I am more apt for a doctor to be a doctor than a police officer or a bureaucrat. So that way, because your parents can judge what is best for you, that way it is very, very important. So then they were all talking about you people are handling media, AI, Instagram, Facebook, everything. It will be there every time. We have to grow with that. Until 90s, there was no technology improvement in this country. We had only steam engine, it became diesel engine, some electric engine, All India Radio became, from radio we came to Doordarshan TV. I only got the first PC for Rheumatology department in 92. Then it used to be 1 GB used to be the biggest. Initially it was 420, then 1 GB was the hard disk size. From there only we migrated and became like this. So technology will be there. I run the whole hospital, my academics, everything with the palm, not my regai. This only helps me. I can, anything you ask, right from my certificates, hospital data, all my journals. I have more than 10 journals in this. So you have to be tech savvy. You should know about AI. You should know about Instagram, but use it effectively. What is the difference between a murderer and a doctor? Someone. Okay. I'll tell you. It's okay. The murderer can use a knife to kill a person, stab a person. Or you see Tipu Sultan's sword, it's so well, beautiful, studded. The British steal and take our swords, treasures, and keep it in their museum. Whereas they'll just throw a barber's knife or a surgeon's knife because it doesn't look nice, dirty. But the surgeon knife helps, isn't it? So that way, the same knife can kill a person, which is decorative piece, like a Omani dagger. Very nice, it looks curved like that. Whereas a scalpel, surgical scalpel, you can cut a womb and deliver a child who may be a doctor sitting here. So that is where you can make do or kill. So that way it is very, very important that being a doctor, you can create something and people will cherish you. So that way it is very, very important. And regarding teachers, so what I wanted to tell you is, though you have all the gadgets, try to get the best out of it. That's what I was sharing with them. I have given Sun TV talks, I have written articles, I have given talks everywhere, and doctors refer patients to me. But one woman came suddenly, she sat with me, took some photos and went away. And then now I find through Instagram, I'm going on getting a lot of patients. Because that girl has said, I went to this doctor, he made me all right. I don't know how it is working. So that is the power of media now. So you can use it, but don't tell lies. Ethics is very important. Be honest, because that is very, very important. Unmai solli nanmai cheydal ulagam unnai vanangum. That is very, very important. Small, simple words from our Tamil film songs also you can. Nilai uyarumbodhu panivu kondal uyirgal unnai vanangum. That is for teachers. A teacher can have lot of knowledge, but should be humble in front of the student. They should not throw their weight. They should not be egoistic, because we have to learn even from our students. Keep kindling the students. He will ask thousands of questions and we can improve the knowledge. You people have very good infrastructure. Keep on honing your skills are very important. Unless you are, and every day you have to learn, every day you have to understand, go to the basics, no rote memory. What is the difference between a guru and a teacher? A teacher is one who just comes, he vomits out. You know why I don't take maths? Somebody told me in 10th standard, my teacher, something they told me, A into B is 2AB, A squared plus 2AB, B squared something. I didn't understand what is A, what is B, why, how did this 2AB came, B squared came. Then they say some board mass or something like that. That's why I became a doctor. I took chemistry and went away the square and all. Now I'm trying to understand algebra. I got a book on algebra and organic chemistry now. I'm trying to learn and find out. That's because rote memory. They said, no, sir, you put this formula. If only they had explained what is A, what is B, how it is derived. That is where the guru is different. The guru is one who makes you think. He is also a standing example. I cannot smoke in front of you and say don't smoke. The same thing applies for teacher as well as for parents. You be a model for your son or daughter, then, and only then you can expect them to respect you. Teaching is a very, very important thing. They were telling the invocation song was there. Guru Devo Parabrahma is the correct thing. We say in Tamil, Ezhutharivittavan Iraivan Avan. So, in fact, we are all teaching at the college level. We have to only appreciate our teachers from the school. I still remember my Tamil teacher in 3rd standard. Her name is Violet, because she used to be very considerate and teach me. So I still remember her name. So they are the people who really bring us up. And the same thing applies in medical field also. Your chief, your unit professors, they will play a mentorship. This is not just like that going into a college and coming out and getting processed. You have to have a direct relationship, attachment, and then these professors will help you in placing you in places. So try to always respect your seniors, respect your professors, give respect to teachers. And when you address them, be careful how you can't just say, go to a professor, say hi, like that. Don't copy all this, what do you say, that American culture. Certain things we have to follow our culture. So understand, some professors will like hi because they want to feel like young assistant professor might like. But I don't think you should go and call your vice chancellor hi YVC. I don't think. So certain decorum has to be there. And don't be a bookworm. Don't read only medicine. Doctors should have adequate general knowledge. You should know about political science, what's happening around the world, what's happening in Gaza, how Israel came into being, what's happening in Ukraine, where is Ukraine is there. You should know also about space, something on oceanography, everything you should know. So, general knowledge. You know why? As a doctor, you will be handling patients from variety of areas. One forest ranger will come from Jharkhand. You should know what minerals are there in Jharkhand. What is the common linkage between Odisha and India, Tamil Nadu? So like that, archaeology. Everywhere, if you are able to connect with those patients, they will become well connected to you and your treatment will be wholesome. So that way, knowledge is very, very important. Don't be like a horse with the blindfolded horse, going only to medicine, everything. Likewise, fine arts also is important. When you are very taxed as a busy consultant, scribbling, singing, writing, those things are important. Another thing where we lack in India is research and documentation. We are not good in documenting. Maximum we can see our Kalvettu in Gangaikonda Solapuram or Tanjavur or certain temples. We don't have records. So I will request Madam and BC to insist on doctors to document things, research writing, train them in research. We produce so many PhDs in India, all paper PhDs, not even one Nobel Prize, only in economics or so we are getting. After Sir C.V. Raman, I don't find anyone here. So this group, one of you kindly become a Nobel laureate one day. I wish that, work on that. That is very, very important. Then language is very important, diction is important. So that also is very important because to patients you have to communicate. Skill is very important, communication, language. Try to learn more languages. Particularly if you are going to practice in Tamil Nadu, you should know Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada, Hindi also you should know. Learn a little thing. Don't take special attention. You just listen to some song, Hindi news like that, we can pick up. So that way it is very important. Whatever you learn, do it in the proper way. Don't talk Hindi like a Tamilian or a Tamilian talking Hindi like that. Talk in their own way, that same accent, try to do that. And how to dress, how to stand, everything is important. Learn that from seeing your actor and actresses. How they dress, what combination like that. Until third year, fourth year, I didn't know how to dress. I used to wear one red pant, green shirt and go. I was class leader at that time. I don't know how they voted for me in MBBS. Those days everybody used to be there, shabbily dressed, some all combinations will be there. Then later one of my classmates only told me that shirt and pant should match each other, that color. So that's how I learned. We were very raw. We didn't know so many things. It's fine, it's fine. Now things have changed. With this I would like to stop. My sincere prayers and best wishes to all of you. I hope I have not bored you. Whatever I felt like sharing with you, I have told you. So concentrate on three things: knowledge, feel good about being a doctor, it's a proud thing. You can keep on working even until the age of 80, 85. I have a professor named Professor M. Subramaniam, is an orthopedic surgeon. 2 days back he operated on my mother-in-law. He is 83, my mother-in-law is 90. She is doing well. 83-year-old man standing for 3 hours and operating is something great. Thank you. Still he is so that is because still. So that way your skill should not go waste. until the last you can serve. Keep your body fit and forever practicing and contribute to the world. You are in no way less than anybody else. And we are at par with all countries, but again, words alone will not do. Only deeds have to speak. And wherever you go, you should command respect. Maberum Samaidanil Nee Nadandal Unakku Malaigal Vila Vendum. That is what I wish all of you get. And thanks a lot, sir, for having given this opportunity. Thank you.
You also stressed on the importance of having a clear vision for the future while aiming higher, and interacted with our students in a very lively manner and advised us to stay healthy. Thank you, sir.
We will now begin the much awaited prize distribution ceremony to honor the MBBS toppers in the university examinations. CARE has instituted awards to recognize and encourage subject toppers across all phases of MBBS.
This session will be coordinated by Jasim and Harini from Phase 3 MBBS.
A very good morning to the gathering.
I am Harini.
And I am Jasim from Phase 3 MBBS. We'll now be honoring the subject toppers of the university examinations for MBBS Phase 2 and Phase 3 MBBS Part 1 and 2. Since the Phase 1 university examinations are still ongoing, those awards will be presented the next year. Each winner will receive a cash prize of Rs 50,000 per subject.
We request the dignitaries to distribute the ceremonial checks to the toppers. We also request the students to come on stage with their parents when their names are called.
We request the audience to give a warm round of applause as the toppers come forward to receive their awards. The Geeta Muthaiya Academic Excellence Award for the Phase 2 subjects are now being presented. The awardees from the 2022-23 batch are Mr. Naveen VG for Pathology,
It is always a moment of pride when one of our own returns to the campus, not as a student, but as an accomplished professional. Today, I am delighted to introduce our distinguished alumnus, Dr. Munish Balaji. After successfully completing his MBBS at Chettinad Hospital and Research Institute, having won the overall batch topper award and subject topper in 5 disciplines, Dr. Munish pursued his MD in radiation oncology at Madras Medical College. He is currently enrolled in the DM program in Medical Oncology at Government Kew Park Medical College, one of India's premier institutes for oncology. He is also the esteemed founder of a medical education YouTube channel entitled Ask SMD, which has 900 subscribers and more than 2,20,000 views to date. His journey reflects both academic brilliance and a steadfast commitment to advancing cancer care.
Dear freshers, his success is a powerful reminder that strong roots at Chettinad can carry you to global heights. Please join me in warmly welcoming our proud alumnus, Dr. Munish Balaji.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, dignitaries on of the dais, and my dear students. I'm Dr. Munish Balaji. I was just introduced, and I feel very humbled to be actually at this stage where so many great people have just spoken before me, and I'm really at a loss as to what I'm going to say really. But I'm very proud to say that I'm an alumni of this institution. This wonderful institution. I joined my MBBS in 2014 and I completed in February 2020. And for 3 months actually I had the privilege to be with VK sir, Professor VK sir, as an observer, as a student at Chennai Meenakshi. It was a wonderful period. And so after that, I just 3 months after completing my internship, I got enrolled into the MD Radiation Oncology program at Madras Medical College. And as you all will be knowing, it was the peak of the COVID wave. So as soon as I joined, I was pushed into the COVID wards, the COVID ICU. Actually, I was a fresh-faced student. I didn't really know what to do. But at that time, I realized something, that I had actually become prepared for this. Most of this is due to my institution. What I had learned here, I had not only learned facts and numbers, I had learned to learn. I had learned about listen, to wonder, and most importantly, accept answers with a broad mind. I had learned to adapt without myself knowing it. So actually, during my time when I was working in the COVID wards, and also after completing my MD Radiation Oncology, when I finished my exams and my exam results came out, actually when I completed my exams, I just had 2 months before the next DM super specialty examination. So at that time, it was also a medicine exam. I had done mainly a radiation oncology program. So I had completely lost touch with my general medicine stuff. That's what I thought. So when I went ahead, I had only 2 months to prepare. But then again, I cleared my NEET DM super specialty exam in that setting itself. And again, that is thanks to the foundation that I had acquired when I was there in Chettinad. And I'm very happy to say this is a very wonderful place for me. I had so many great memories here. And I had many professors and teachers who went above and beyond the call of duty. They were my mentors, like my guides. And I know that the persons sitting in front of me are tomorrow's innovators, future leaders. So I just want to say that I wish you take advantage of all the great facilities our institution boasts of. And I know that each and every one of you will be a testament to the legacy of this remarkable institution. Thank you.
I honestly congratulate my fellow medical friends on selecting one of the best medical colleges in Tamil Nadu. It is a fact that we have a dynamic management, devoted and motivating teachers, beautiful environment, and the best infrastructure. Now, here we have Sanjeev and Madhushri of Phase 3 MBBS to talk about their experiences at Chettinad.
Good morning to one and all present here. I am Madhushri from Phase 3 MBBS. First of all, big congratulations to all the first years for cracking NEET and officially entering the jungle called MBBS. New books, new environment, new stress level. But don't worry, you are not alone here. Welcome to first official episode of your MBBS season. போன வருஷம் காலேஜை கலாய்க்கிற வாய்ப்பு எனக்கு தான் கிடைச்சது. இந்த வருஷமும் அதே வாய்ப்பு எனக்கு தான் கிடைச்சிருக்கு. நெக்ஸ்ட் இயர் உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்க வாய்ப்பு இருக்குது. தயவு செஞ்சு மிஸ் பண்ணிடாதீங்க. லாஸ்ட் இயர் ஜூனியர்ஸ் கிட்ட இந்த காலேஜ்குள்ளே வர்றது ஒரு டோராவோட லைஃப் மாதிரின்னு சொன்னேன். ஆனால் என்ன ஒரே வித்தியாசம்னா டோரா லைஃப்பில் ஃபன் தீம் இருக்கும், நம்ம லைஃப்பில் வெறும் த்ரில் தீம் மட்டும்தான் இருக்கும். காலையில் 7:45 பஞ்ச் இருக்கும். நீ செக்யூரிட்டிஸ்லாம் தாண்டி உள்ளே வரதுக்குள்ளேயே ஷபா அப்படின்னு ஆகிடும். உள்ளே வந்துட்டோம் அட்டண்டன்ஸ் ஈஸியாக கிடச்சிடும்லாம் நினைக்காத. விடுவோமா நாங்கள் ஜடை போடலை, கொண்ட மாட்டல, ஒயிட் கோட் இல்லை, லேட்டாக வந்துட்டேன், அது இல்லை இது இல்லைன்னு சொல்லி ஐடி கார்டு ஆங்கிளாக பிடுங்கி உன் அட்டண்டன்ஸுக்கு ஒரு ஸ்வாகாவை போட்டுருவாங்க. இதுலேருந்து என்ன தெரிய வருது? அனாட்டமி ஹாலில் ரொம்ப டிசிப்ளினாக இருக்கணும். கங்க்ராச்சுலேஷன்ஸ், யூ ஹவ் கம்ப்ளீட்டட் யுவர் மார்னிங் கார்டியோ செஷன். மார்னிங் பஞ்ச் 7:45. நீ டே ஸ்காலராக இருந்தால் கூட 7:50 வந்துடுவேன். ஹாஸ்டலாக இருந்தாலும் ரொம்ப மோசம். 8 மணிக்கு முன்னாடி வந்ததா சரித்திரமே இருக்காது. ஆனால் ரிமெம்பர், பஞ்ச் 7 minutes தான் வேலிட். நீ கேஷுவலாக விட்டனா உன் அட்டண்டன்ஸும் கேஷுவலாக போயிடும். 80% அட்டண்டன்ஸ் இஸ் வெரி மேண்டேட்டரி ஹியர். கிளாஸை பற்றி பார்ப்போமா? 250 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ஒரு கிளாஸில் இருப்பீங்க. கும்பலாக இருக்குமே, கதை பேசினா தெரியவா போகுது, ஐபேட் கீழே இருக்குது, படம் பார்த்தா தெரியவா போகுது, விளையாடினா தெரியவா போகுது அப்படின்லாம் நினைக்காத. பிக் பாஸ் இஸ் வாட்சிங் யூ. சொன்னா கேளு, மாட்டிப்ப பங்கு. அது மட்டும் இல்லை, 250 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸை 4 குரூப்பாக பிரித்து ஸ்மால் குரூப் டீச்சிங்கும் நடக்கும். ஸோ நீ நினைக்கிற எதுவுமே இங்கே நடக்காது. டிசிப்ளின் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஹியர். And one of the biggest plus here is we will be having coaching for our PG exams, which will help us a lot. So make sure you utilize it very wisely. எக்ஸாம்ஸ் பற்றி சொல்லணும்னா ஃபஸ்ட் ஐயே வந்த வெறியில் படிப்பேன். செகண்ட் ஐயே ஃபஸ்ட் ஐயே ஈஸியாக தானே இருந்தது. செகண்ட் ஐயே சும்மா பார்த்துட்டு போவேன். தேர்ட் எழுந்து கேல்குலேஷன் ஆரம்பிச்சிருவேன். அதுக்கு ஒரு 5 மார்க்கு, இதுக்கு ஒரு 2 மார்க்கு, கிரேஸ் மார்க்ஸு, கடவுள் பிளெஸிங் அப்படி இப்படின்னு இருப்பேன். பட் ரிமெம்பர், டோன்ட் ரிப்பீட் ஆர் மிஸ்டேக்ஸ். ஸ்டார்ட் ஸ்மால் பட் ஸ்டார்ட் ஸ்டெடி. Even one concept a day will save your mental health and your IA marks. புக்ஸை பற்றி சொல்லணும்னா MBBS சிலபஸும் அமேசான் விஷ் லிஸ்ட்டும் ஒன்று. எல்லாரும் 10லேருந்து 12 புக்கு சொல்லுவாங்க. நீயும் சேர்ந்த வரையில் எல்லாத்தையும் வாங்கி புக் ஷெல்ஃபில் வச்சு தூசி தான் தட்டிக்கிட்டு இருப்பேன். கடைசியில் ஒன்றுமே புரியாமல் ஃபேக்கல்ட்டியோட PDF-ஓட தான் இருப்பேன். ஸோ மை அட்வைஸ் இஸ் டோன்ட் பை லைப்ரரி சைஸ் புக்ஸ் இன் பல்க். கெட் விச் ஒன் மேக்ஸ் சென்ஸ் டு யூ அண்ட் ஸ்டிக் வித் இட். ஸ்கூல் ஜெயில் மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு, நம்ம தான் 18 years ஆகிட்டோம், இதுக்கு மேலே காலேஜ் வந்து ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸோட சுற்றலாம், ஃபன் பண்ணலாம் அப்படிலாம் நினைக்காத. ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸோட சுற்றினா அவங்களாம் பாஸ் ஆகிடுவாங்க, நீ எல்லாம் ஃபெயில் ஆகி உட்காந்துருவேன். ஸோ மேக் ஷுர் சுற்றியா படிச்சியான்னு இரு. அவங்களாம் பாஸ் ஆகிடுவாங்க, நீ ஃபெயில் ஆகிடுவேன். இங்கே இருக்க எல்லாரும் செல்ஃபிஷாக தான் இருப்பாங்க, நீயும் அப்படி இரு. மேக் ஷுர் வை யூ ஹவ் சோசன் திஸ். கோல் முக்கியம் பிகிலே. வீட்டில் இருந்தால் ஃப்ரீடம் இருக்காது, ஹாஸ்டல் வந்தால் வீட்டில் என்ன தெரியவா போகுதுன்னு தானே எல்லாம் ஹாஸ்டல் வந்தீங்க. வாங்க ஹாஸ்டல் பற்றியும் பார்ப்போம். கேர்ள்ஸ் ஹாஸ்டல் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு ப்ரொடெக்டிவ் ஃபோர்ட்ரஸ். அங்கே வந்து செக்யூரிட்டி ஆண்டியோட கண்ணு CCTV AI காம்பினேஷனில் இருக்கும். அதனால் நீ 2 டெய்லிங்கோ இல்லை 3rd floor பால்கனி எஸ்கேப் பிளானோ எதை ட்ரை பண்ணாலும் உன்னை என்னன்னு கூட கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. என் ரிசல்ட் சஸ்பென்ஷன் தான். ஸோ அதெல்லாம் எதுவுமே ட்ரை பண்ணாது. அதுவும் ஃபஸ்ட் இயர் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு தனி மரியாதை இருக்கும். பேரண்ட்ஸ் வரலன்னா அவங்க கால் விரல் கூட அந்த கேட்டை தாண்டாது. இண்டோர் பேட்மிண்டன் கோர்ட், பாஸ்கெட் பால் ஸ்டேடியம், ஜிம், ஸ்டடி ரூம், உனக்கு தேவையான அனைத்துவற்றையும் ஹாஸ்டலுக்குள்ளே இருக்கு. அதுவும் கேர்ள்ஸ் ஹாஸ்டல் கேம்பஸ்க்குள்ளே இருக்கு. அதனால நீ என்ன ரீசன் சொல்லியும் ஹாஸ்டலை விட்டு வெளில போக முடியாது. பாய்ஸ்னால் எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் அலர்ஜிஸ், அந்த சைட்லாம் நான் போகிறதில்லை. என் ஃப்ரெண்ட் சஞ்சு பாய்ஸ் ஹாஸ்டல் பற்றிலாம் பேசுவான். ஃப்ரைடே ஈவினிங் உன்னோட பெரிய கனவாக இருக்கும், வீக்கெண்டா வீட்டுக்கு போகலான்னு. பட் திங்க் அகைன், நீ ஸ்டே அவுட் ஃபார்ம் ஃபில் பண்ணுறதோ விசா அப்ளிகேஷன் ஃபார்ம் ஃபில் பண்ணுறதோ ஒன்று. பை த டைம் யூ கெட் பெர்மிஷன் சண்டே ஈவினிங்கே ஆகிடும். பட் ஜோக்ஸ் அப்பார்ட், ரிமெம்பர் ஒன் திங், யூ ஹவ் சோசன் ஒன் ஆஃப் தி பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் டு ஸ்டார்ட் யுவர் MBBS journey. From the largest AHA accredited simulation and skill center to dedicated faculty who teach us with so much passion, you are in right hands. Here you will get a chance to learn everything from suturing to life support training. Here the faculty member guide and encourage us to do a lot of research work such as ICMR and so on. எல்லாருமே utilize பண்ணுங்க, it's really helpful. Library பற்றி சொன்னா it's not just a library, it's full of resources and knowledges. And one of the best part is இங்கே இருக்க எல்லா டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்லையும் you have library. சிம்பிளாக சொல்லணும்னா இங்கே எல்லாமே இருக்குது. யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணுறதும் பண்ணாததும் உங்கள் கையில் தான் இருக்குது. மேக் ஷுர் யூ யூட்டிலைஸ் everything. So dear juniors, laugh through the struggles. Make sure you make best of your day scholar and hostel adventures. But always remember, MBBS life is not only about surviving exams. It's about becoming a doctor with confidence, courage and kindness. All the very best and welcome to Chettinad family. Now I call upon Sanjeev to share about his experience. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sanjeev from Phase 3 MBBS. I congratulate you all for joining in one of the best medical colleges in Tamil Nadu. மாட்டினீங்களா? காலேஜை கலாய்க்க சொல்லி அவங்களே அனுப்பிவிட்டாங்க. ஸோ நம்ம கடமையை சிறப்பாக செஞ்சுருவோம். நல்லா எஸ்கலேட்ரு, ஃபுட் கோர்ட்டில் இருக்கிற ஃபுட்டு இதெல்லாம் பார்த்து தானே ஜாயின் பண்ணிங்க. நானும் அப்படி தான். ஸோ என்ட்ரன்ஸ்லேருந்தே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுவோம். உள்ளே வந்த உடனே 2 பையன் நல்லா யூனிஃபார்ம்லாம் அயன் பண்ணி கேப்லாம் போட்டுக்கிட்டு முறைச்சி பார்த்துட்டு இருப்பாங்க. சைட் அடிக்கிறாங்கன்னு நினச்சிக்காதீங்க, நீங்கள் இந்த காலேஜ் தானான்னு செக் பண்ணுவாங்க. செக்யூரிட்டி பையாவை டாச் பண்ணி உள்ளே வந்துடலான்னு நினைப்பீங்க. ஆனால் காலேஜ்குள்ளே வர ஐடி கார்டு அண்ட் ஃபேஸ் ஐடி இது 2மே வேணும். ஸோ பேரண்ட்ஸ் உங்கள் பசங்க செட்டிநாட்குள்ளே சேஃபாக தான் இருப்பாங்க. ஏன்னா பிக் பாஸ்கே டஃப் கொடுக்குற மாதிரி அவ்வளோ கேமராஸ் இருக்கும். நெக்ஸ்ட்டு, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டே ஆஃப் காலேஜ்னு நீயும் ஃபோன் உள்ளே கொண்டு வந்து வெரைட்டியாக ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்து ஸ்டோரி போடலான்னு நினைப்பேன். சான்ஸே இல்லை கண்ணா. பிக் பாஸ்குள்ளே கூட நீ ஃபோனை ஸ்னீக்கிங் பண்ணிட்டு போயிடலாம். ஆனால் செட்டிநாடுக்குள்ளே வாய்ப்பே இல்லை. அதுவும் பயோவை தாண்டி சான்ஸே இல்லை. ஏன்னா நம்ம காலேஜில் பண்ணுற ஃபோன் செக்கிங்கும் டெரரிஸ்ட் கிட்ட பண்ணுற பாம்பு செக்கிங்கும் சிமிலராக தான் இருக்கும். செக் பண்ணுற பையன் அவன் பேகு, ஷர்ட்டு, பேண்ட்டு, சாக்ஸு விட்டான் ஷூனு ஒன்று விடாமல் எல்லாத்தையும் செக் பண்ணிட்டு தான் உள்ளே அனுப்புவார். ஸோ ஃபோன் உள்ளே கொண்டு வரேன்னு வித்த காட்டினா அப்புறம் நீ தான் ஃபைன் கட்டணும். சரி, என் ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கு நடந்த ஒரு கதையை சொல்கிறேன். என் ஃப்ரெண்டு பாட்டுன்னு முன்னாடி நடந்து போயிட்டு இருந்தான். பின்னாடியிலேருந்து ஒரு மேம் வந்து, என்னப்பா தம்பி அது மண்டையில் அப்படிங்கிறேன். மேம் ஃபங்க் மேம் அப்படின்னா. என்னப்பா தம்பி அது மூஞ்சியில் அப்படின்னு. மேம் பியர்டு மேம். எதுக்குப்பா தம்பி இதெல்லாம்? மேம் ஸ்டைலு மேம். எடுப்பா தம்பி ஃபைனுன்ட்டாங்க. ஸோ செட்டிநாடு பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் டிசிப்ளின் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். டிசிப்ளின் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அப்புறம் நம்ம லெக்சர் ஹால் பற்றி சொல்கிறேன். நல்லா ஏசிலாம் போட்டு ஐமேக்ஸ் தியேட்டர் மாதிரி இருக்கும். அதுக்கு நான் அவெஞ்சர்ஸ் படம்லாம் போட மாட்டாங்க. வேணும்னா தானோஸ் கிட்ட இருக்கிற இன்ஃபினிட் ஸ்டோன்ஸ் மாதிரி டீச்சர்ஸ் கிட்ட இருக்கிற இன்ஃபினிட் நாலேஜோட கிளாஸ் நடத்துவாங்க. ஒழுங்காக கவனித்து பாஸ் ஆக ட்ரை பண்ணுங்கள். நான் ட்ரெயின் தான் சொல்ல முடியும். பாஸ் ஆகிறது உங்கள் கையில் தான் இருக்குது. இல்லைனா டிகிரி லேது. ஜோக்ஸ் அப்பார்ட், our college has one of the best skills lab. As the name suggests, it enhances our skills and provides hands-on experience to practice clinical settings, practice clinical skills before practicing them in real-time clinical settings. ஸோ இப்போ ஸ்டடீஸ் பற்றி வருவோம். உங்கள் கிளாஸில் டோட்டலாக 250 மெம்பர்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க. அப்ராக்சிமேட்டாக ஒரு 10 குரூப்ஸாக பிரித்து ஈச் 25க்கு ஒரு மென்டார்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க. அவங்கள மென்டார்ஸ்னு சொல்கிறதுக்கு பதிலாக தெரபிஸ்ட்னு சொல்லலாம். உங்களுக்கு என்ன டவுட் இருந்தாலும் நீங்கள் எப்போ வேணாலும் கேட்கலாம். அப்புறம் நான் சொன்னேன் 2 மணிக்கெலாம் கால் பண்ணிடாதீங்க, அப்புறம் என்ன வந்து மிதிப்பாங்க. சரி, ஹாஸ்டல் பற்றி சொல்கிறேன் கேளுங்க. ஹாஸ்டலுக்குள்ள ஸ்விம்மிங் பூல் இருக்குது, டர்ஃப் இருக்குது, பேஸ்கெட் பால் கோர்ட் இருக்குது, பிக்கிள் பால் கோர்ட் இருக்குது, ஜிம் இருக்குது, இதெல்லாம் இருக்குது. ஒழுங்காக யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஹாஸ்டலில் டோட்டலாக 4 பிளாக் இருக்குது. ஈச் பிளாக் ஒரு வார்டன் இருப்பார். அப்புறம் ஹாஸ்டலுக்கு சேர்த்து வச்ச மாதிரி ஒரு சீஃப் வார்டன் இருப்பார். ஹாஸ்டல் இஸ் வெரி சேஃப் அண்ட் செக்யூர். ஸோ பேரண்ட்ஸ் நீங்கள் பயப்பட வேணாம். ஆல்சோ மெஸ் டைமிங்ஸ்லாம் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக தான் இருக்கும். ஸோ சீனியர் ஜூனியர் இன்ட்ராக்ஷன்ஸ் ரொம்ப மினிமலாக தான் இருக்கும். ஆல்சோ நம்ம காலேஜில் ரேகிங் சுத்தமாக கிடையாது. சொல்லிக் கொடுத்து சொல்ல சீரியஸாக கிடையாது. சரி, வாழ்க்கையிலேயே முக்கியமான ஒரு விஷயத்தை பற்றி பேச போகிறேன். சோறு. ஹாஸ்டல் ஃபுட் பற்றி சொல்ல வார்த்தைகளே இல்லை. பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட்டை மட்டும் மிஸ் பண்ணிடாதீங்க. நல்லா சுட சுட ஃப்ரெஞ்ச் டோஸ்ட், வெண்பொங்கல், வடைன்னு வெரைட்டியாக இருக்கும். அண்ட் மைடியா ஜிம்படிஸ், ப்ரோட்டீன் கோல்ஸ்லாம் ஹாஸ்டல் ஃபுட்லேயே மோஸ்ட்லி கவர் ஆகிடும். ஸோ ஆர்டர் பண்ணி காசு வேஸ்ட் பண்ண வேணாம். நீங்கள் ஹாஸ்டலில் சாப்பிடும்போது உங்கள் ஃபோனில் சார்ஜ் இல்லை பக்கத்தில் ஃப்ரெண்ட் இல்லைன்னு ஃபீல் பண்ணிங்கன்னா கீழே இருக்கிறவங்க மண்டை எடுத்து ஸ்ட்ரைட்டாக வச்சு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு 60 inch LED டிவி இருக்கும். அதை பார்த்து ஜாலியாக சாப்பிட்ருங்க. சாப்பிட்டதுக்கப்புறமா லாபி பக்கம் வந்தீங்கன்னா சீஃப் வார்டன் நல்லா ட்ராக் பேண்ட்லாம் போட்டு ஸ்டைலாக உட்காந்து நியூஸ் பேப்பர் படிச்சுட்டு இருப்பாரு. அவர்கிட்ட வந்து, சார் எதாவது கதை சொல்லுங்கன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா அவரோட சர்ஜரி கதைலாம் சொல்லுவார். ஸோ அதை கேட்டு தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. அவ்வளோதான் பாய்ஸ் ஹாஸ்டல் பற்றி. கேர்ள்ஸ் ஹாஸ்டலுக்குள்ளே என்னை விடலை. இல்லைனா அதை பற்றி நானே சொல்லியிருப்பேன். அவ்வளோதான்டா பாய்ஸ். ஆல் தி பெஸ்ட்.
Thank you both for sharing your experience. That was a very energetic and fun-filled session. Now, we proceed with the White Coat Ceremony.
The white coat is more than just a garment. It is a symbol of trust, responsibility, and dedication. Today marks a significant milestone in the journey of the Phase 1 MBBS students, and their participation in the White Coat Ceremony symbolizes their entry into the noble and compassionate world of medicine. It signifies their commitment to uphold the highest standards of patient care, ethics, and integrity.
We will now have the White Coat Ceremony for the 20th MBBS Batch of Chettinad Hospital and Research Institute. We wish to hand over the white coats to every student on stage, but due to time constraints, we will be calling 4 students to represent the batch. We call upon Vishal M, Monica Varshini B, Shruti Muthukumaran, and Harshini S to come onto the dais and collect their white coats. While they are collecting their coats, we request the freshers among the audience to stand up and wear their white coats. We request the freshers among the audience to stand up and wear their white coats.
மேலத்துக்குவா நேற்று கையில் எடுத்துக்குவா கையில் டக்குனர்றா எடுக்கிறதுக்குள்ள விரும்பி இது வேற திருப்ப முடியலடா. இது வேற திருப்ப முடியலடா. இது போட்டிருக்கிறதுனால இதை வெளியே எடுத்துட்டு எப்படி நாளை திருப்ப முடியாது. பேர் ஃபேன் காட்டு திருப்பிண்ணா உள்ள உட்காந்துருவாங்க போல ஸ்பீடாக பண்ணு.
The Declaration of Geneva, or the Physician's Pledge, was drafted as a revision of the Hippocratic Oath that could be comprehended and acknowledged in a modern way. It was adopted by the Second General Assembly of the World Medical Association, Geneva, Switzerland, in September 1948 and has been amended as required to reflect the changing circumstances and understanding of medical care.
I request all the Phase 1 MBBS students to stand in unison and repeat the Physician's Pledge as it is being read out by Professor Dr. S. Nirupa, Controller of Examinations, CARE.
The Phase 1 MBBS students to meaningfully repeat the Physician's Pledge after me. For your convenience, the Physician's Pledge is also displayed on the digital screen on the stage. Are we good to go? As a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit considerations of age, disease or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Thank you. You may be seated now.
Good morning, all. It is indeed my privilege to extend the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion of the inauguration of the 20th batch of MBBS students and the Teachers Day celebration on behalf of Chettinad Academy of Research and Education. Firstly, we thank God Almighty for His grace, which enabled us to organize this memorable ceremony. We express our profound gratitude to our Honorable Chairman, Dr. Shri M.A.M.R. Muttaya, a visionary educationist whose foresight has led to the successful establishment and sustenance of world-class institutions and healthcare centers across the state. We deeply value his pioneering leadership, which continues to guide this premier institute towards a bright and promising future. We express a heartfelt gratitude to our beloved Chancellor, Srimati Geeta Muttaya, whose inspiring guidance has been instrumental in harmonizing and strengthening the collective efforts that drive this institute forward. We sincerely thank our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Venkatraman Krishnamurthy, a renowned rheumatologist and Chief Executive Officer of Meenakshi Multispeciality Hospital, and Professor Dr. Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director of the National Institute of Ocean Technology, Chennai, for graciously accommodating us amidst their busy schedules. Your presence is truly inspiring, and we believe your words will not only guide and channel the aspirations of our young budding doctors of tomorrow, but will instill in them confidence, vision, and a commitment to excellence. We extend a heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. R. Sridhar, an eminent pulmonologist whose unwavering support and profound insights have been instrumental in shaping and advancing the vision of care. We extend our gratitude to our respected advisor, Professor Dr. T. Balasubramanian, for his relentless support and invaluable guidance in academics, research, and fostering the overall progress of our institution. We thank our esteemed registrar, Srimati Jayendra Saraswati, whose dedication, efficient management, and astute administration continue to steer care towards a greater success. We thank our respected Dean, Professor Dr. N. Meenakshi, a distinguished pulmonologist, whose consistent support, insightful guidance, and inspiring leadership continue to motivate, guide, and strengthen us. We thank our esteemed Vice Principal, Professor Dr. R. Arun Kumar, whose dynamic leadership and steadfast commitment to excellence has been pivotal in driving us towards greater achievements and collective success. A heartfelt thanks to our distinguished alumnus, Dr. Monish Balaji, for graciously reconnecting with us with his alma mater and sharing his valuable insights about the world beyond. Your inspiring words have kindled in our students the courage to dream higher and pursue excellence with passion. We take immense pride in your accomplishments and deeply cherish your bond with care. We thank the deans of various schools of care, head of all departments, and faculty members who have graced this occasion. As we all know, teaching is a noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and future of every individual. We therefore take this opportunity to express a heartfelt gratitude to all the dedicated and passionate faculty members of the various schools of care who continue to nurture and guide our students towards excellence. We thank all the faculty who helped us organize this memorable occasion. We also thank all the students who helped us with the inaugural function. It's with collective respect from all of our hearts is that we thank all the parents for entrusting care with the future of your children at such a crucial phase of their lives. We assure you that they will be ingrained with discipline and excellence, emerging not only as accomplished professionals, but also as responsible and compassionate citizens ready to contribute towards a brighter tomorrow. Last but not the least, I thank all the admin staff, infrastructure team, IT team, security team, transport team, and housekeeping department for their support in having this program organized successfully. Finally, dear students, remember, the seeds you sowed today will shape the harvest of tomorrow. So, then embrace learning with passion, pursue your goals with confidence, and stride boldly into the future. We warmly welcome you all to the CHRA family and extend our heartfelt best wishes as you embark on this new academic journey. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Setbacks as part of your journey towards fulfilling your calling in healing and serving others.
Now, we will be having an orientation session for the Phase 1 MBBS students and their parents, facilitated by the Vice Principal, Chettinad Hospital and Research Institute, Professor Dr. R. Arun Kumar.
See, I am Dr. Arun Kumar, Vice Principal. I will be briefing you on a few important aspects that you are supposed to know when you are pursuing your medicine for the next 4.5 years or 5.5 years. See, this will help you to understand how you will be, carrying forward with regard to your academics in this institute. Before I start, on my behalf and on the behalf of the institute, we would like to congratulate every one of you for getting admission in this institute, Chettinad Hospital and Research Institute. And we would like to ensure or give an assurance to all your parents that we will make sure that your son or daughter is going to become a successful doctor at the end of 4.5 years, and then you still have 1 year of training as an intern with this institute. Now, this orientation program is to tell you some basic aspects of this medical education and how we will impose academics on all of you. Basically, we need to know what is the name of this college, because sometimes we hear some of the students are telling this institute or naming this institute as Chettinad Medical College. We have to stand corrected that it is not Chettinad Medical College. The name of the college, unlike, you have some institutes which are named as Medical College, Madras Medical College, Stanley Medical College, Government Keel Park Medical College. But there are other institutes which are named differently. For example, AIIMS is not named as a medical college, All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Like that, our institute is named as Chettinad Hospital and Research Institutes. So please do remember what is the name of this institute. I repeat again, it is CHRA, Chettinad Hospital and Research Institutes, and never say that it is Chettinad Medical College. Okay? This is important because even sometimes when you write a letter, you mention your name and then write it as Chettinad Medical College. Please do not write in that way. You always write it as a student of Chettinad Hospital and Research Institute. And what is the university which is going to give you a degree? See, you have several universities in India. In Tamil Nadu, the state medical university is the Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University. Besides that, you have other universities. Our institute is basically affiliated to our own university, and name of the university, because you will get the degree from the university. The degree will be given by Chettinad Academy of Research and Education. It is the university. So these two names, you need to always get it right. Chettinad Hospital and Research Institute under the university with the name of Chettinad Academy of Research and Education. We call it CARE, C-A-R-E, and the medical college, CHRI. So these are the various key points that I will be touching upon in this brief orientation. We'll give you something about the campus, how the academics will be here when it basically starts from today afternoon or tomorrow. And we have a simulation lab. I'll highlight on that, and then discipline, on research, on ragging, the fees aspect of it, hostel facilities, recreation, transport, safety and security, then curricular enrichment and giving training for you to prepare for PG programs right from first year, and on textbooks, logbooks and handbooks. See, you have seen this campus. It is a green campus. We don't permit gasoline vehicles, petrol, diesel operated vehicles inside the campus. We have made available bicycles and also the battery operated vehicles in the campus. And you have turnstiles everywhere to ensure that everybody has a safe and secured environment. Previously, we didn't have turnstiles before 10-15 years. But then we had students from other institutes, other colleges. We have a lot of arts, science colleges, engineering colleges, just next to our campus. So those students were pitching into our college, and they were creating some disciplinary issues. So we have made it sure that this is fully accessed by our students and faculty and our employees, not accessible to others. So this is with turnstiles and biometric access, you can get into the campus. And the entire campus, we have more than 600 CCTV cameras fixed. It is again to ensure not venturing into the privacy and confidential things, but to ensure that everything is safe here inside the campus. Okay. And then talking about academics, many of you must be already knowing that the exams will happen for 4.5 years, and then you will have a training of 1 year, where you will be posted in the hospital to treat the patients under the supervision of doctors. So it is overall 5.5 years. Okay, and the college timings are from 7:45 to 3:15 p.m. We actually had it from 8:30 to 4, but due to metro constructions and all those things, the transport became a big problem, and hence we have slightly shifted our timings from 7:45 in the morning till 3:15, so that people can easily communicate in the morning and also in the evening. Hostel entry time is 6 o'clock in the evening, meaning that if you are staying in a hostel, you need to make sure that you are inside the hostel by 6 p.m. We don't allow anybody to, go out and come back after 6 or 6:30 or 7:30 like that. We will inform the parents, and also this is there are apps through which you are given entry, and those things will be there to monitor that you are safe. Especially as a first year students, we need to ensure that you are safe here without any ragging, with adequate protection. So please comply to these timings. And library from 7:45 to 8 p.m. Though your entry time into the hostel is 6 p.m., the library is open till 8 p.m. In case we do not appreciate the first year students to engage yourselves in the late evening time. But after 1 or 2 months, if you feel confident and you want to study in the library, you need to get special permission from the dean or the vice principal. And with that authorization, you can stay up to 8 p.m. in the library to study in case you want to study. And attendance is biometric, and please ensure that you have attendance for 80%. What happens if you don't have 80% attendance? You will not appear for the university exams. We get many representation every year from the students and also from the parents that it is only 75% you allow them to appear for exams. No, we don't permit. 70% we don't permit. 79% we don't permit. So please ensure that you have the liberty of taking 20% as your leave. But beyond that, if you take, then it's not possible. It may be a medical leave, it may be for a genuine reason, it may be a sick leave, or whatever it is. The NMC is not permitting us to allow you, because the attendance is monitored by NMC, National Medical Commission, and there is no way we can, show leniency towards anybody. And it is absolutely unbiased, and it is biometric attendance. So please ensure your attendance. And we will give you 5 or 6 internal assessment tests during this 1 year. Of course, beyond that also you will have several tests, but then if you don't score 50% in any of these tests, then again you will not appear for the university exams. There are 2 things: attendance 80% and the internal assessment scores that you got in these assessments should be more than 50%. And if you're not getting it, let us not get a sorry figure before the university exams. You or your parents come and meet us, and if it is falling short, then we cannot help you. So please focus right from day one and study from right from day one. You fulfill these requirements. These are the 2 minimum requirements you want to appear for the university exams. And you will have logbooks and records, and complete them on a timely manner and get it verified and then signed by the faculty in charge. And you don't submit the logbooks, you don't submit the records, then again you may not be permitted to appear for the university exams. These are, of course, everybody is aware of it, right? From schools we used to do these records and logbooks and attendance and marks. And we will organize guest lectures, physical mode, and also sometimes in online mode. We will encourage all of you to attend and gather from these experts, like Dr. V. Krishnamurthy, who was here as a chief guest. He used to visit us many times and give orientation and lectures. His specialty is rheumatology, joints, autoimmune diseases, rarest form of diseases. He's an expert in India. So please get things from those experts, which will benefit your future. And evening classes, sometimes we sense that if some students need additional classes, additional coaching, then we will organize evening classes, maybe from 3:30 to 5 or 5:30, and it is mandatory, and you need to attend to gain your internal assessment marks, or if to increase your knowledge and wisdom in these subjects. This is very important to pass the first year, because first year is a break semester. You don't pass the first year, unlike engineering college and other colleges, arts and science colleges, where we can carry forward the subject till the final semester in the fourth year. But here, unless we pass the first year, then we'll have to repeat the first year entirely again. So the first year is the most crucial aspect for every one of you. Okay, and we also have mentor-mentee, program where you will be tagged with one of the faculty members in each department, and you can be in touch with them to gain, in case if you need any assistance, help with regard to academics, and if you are not able to cope up to these, requirements, they will always there. They will be there to help you on these aspects. So this is very important. Please remember that 50% and 80%. And if some of us are lacking in this, then we will not be eligible to appear for the university exams. We have an excellent simulation lab, which will have a lot of mannequins or models, with which we will teach you on, some crucial aspects of, we cannot, straight away let you deal with the patients. So these mannequins or models will help you to, get some basic aspects of handling patients. So once you get exposed in these skills labs on handling patients and emergencies, then you go to the hospital and you will be getting training adequately, and also with a lot of confidence you will be able to face the patients. Because engaging with the patients needs a lot of courage and communication skill, that you will get it in this simulation lab. Discipline, I can say that discipline is more important than the academics in this campus. You need to respect the patients, because with the patients you are teaching, the patients are letting their body for you to examine, for you to touch, for you to feel. Nobody will let others to touch us, right? If I have abdominal pain, will I want anybody to touch my abdomen? Of course, a doctor can be allowed by a patient to touch, but I'm not only letting the doctor to touch me. You are 250 patients. Every one of you will touch the abdomen, will ask the question, do you have pain? The patient will say yes. The second student will ask the same. So the patient is letting you, 250 students, to press the abdomen, so that you expect an answer from him that I'm feeling the pain. So you need to respect him. Unless we respect the patient, we cannot in no way learn medicine. Okay? And we should not insult them. We should not comment on them. That is very important. And you should respect the teachers. The teachers, they are doctors, and also you need to wish them, you need to greet them when you see them, and it is very important that you give them due respect. And also the cadaver. In anatomy, you will have it for 1 year. You will have to dissect, you will have to, handle those cadavers. They are dead bodies. We have about 25 dead bodies, and you will be having opportunity to touch again, to feel, to dissect, to see the liver, to see the brain, kidneys, heart, lungs, everything. And there again, you cannot insult the cadaver. Your learning starts with the cadavers. And please respect these stakeholders, very important stakeholders who are going to teach medicine. Patients, doctors, and cadavers. Uniform, many of you are already in uniforms and white coat. Please ensure that you are in uniform, and your uniform will be different from your seniors. Why? Because we can know that if you are ranked by somebody with the color of your uniform, we can know that there is a first year student who is in, with some other students, and we can see and we can interfere. That is why in first year you have a special uniform. Okay, you always be with this uniform and white coat, and there is a CCTV monitoring. Even in the classrooms, it is not for our sake alone. Even NMC is asking the CCTV monitoring. All these lecture classes, it is being recorded and then seen by somebody in the National Medical Commission to make sure that you really attend and we really teach. Okay? And timings are very important, and you don't come on time, then you will not be getting access to the classrooms. Okay? And this is going to hit your attendance, overall attendance. Okay? Research. See, as a student, right from first year, we encourage you to get involved in research. See, there is an institute in India. It is Indian Council of Medical Research. It is a Government of India agency which is in Delhi, having so many branches. In Chennai, you have a couple of branches. Now every medical student will have an opportunity to submit a research proposal to ICMR. It is part of STS. STS is short-term studentship. Every year we submit about 50, 75 students who are interested to pursue research. We give them opportunity, and you will submit the proposal, and throughout India people will compete. And they select about 100 or 150 research proposal. This year about 15 students from our institute, out of this 150, they were selected in ICMR. They'll be given, I think, 1 lakh rupee as a stipend to you to complete this research, this one. In case if your project is not selected, the institute will fund you, okay, to pursue that research. We'll also encourage you to publish your research in some peer-reviewed and indexed journals in the scientific, for the scientific community, to see that your research outcomes and your research data, you will be glad before even you became a doctor, you will have an opportunity to do research and also to publish your research in journal articles in your name. Okay. Ragging, many of us have already highlighted that we ensure that this is ragging free. We want to give a safe and secured environment to the first year students. That comes in two ways. One is that we have already instructed all our seniors not to get involved in any sort of activity with the first year. Meaning that if the second year or third year student is asking your name, it is called ragging and we will punish him. So you also don't talk to the seniors. He may be your senior in your school, or he may be your relative, he may be known to you, but then if you start talking to them, okay, the rule says that any final year or second year or third year student talking to you itself is ragging. So if you talk to them, we consider that he is ragging you and we will punish you. And you may also think that it is only to develop friendship with the seniors, you want to talk to them, you want to chit chat with them, okay, you want to play games with them. Please do not do. You are not only compromising on your safety, but also you are compromising the life or future of your senior. Because I've told that there will not be any investigation on this. We get a complaint of ragging, we have to simply forward it, then it all starts with an investigation, and pending the investigation, the senior is going to be suspended, and you imagine that if he is suspended for 1 month, he cannot appear for exams. So I really want to sensitize all the parents and students that ragging is absolutely punishable. The senior students will be suspended immediately. And later you come and represent sometimes, sir, he did not do ragging, sir, I only went and spoke to him because he was my senior in my school. No, nothing will be accepted. So the best way is to stay away from the senior students. Do not talk to them in buses, in the campus, in the hostel, in the dining area, in the food court, in the classrooms, anywhere. Okay, next 3 months or 4 months are very, very important and sensitive. Okay, we want to ensure that there is absolutely no ragging. In fact, the first year students and their parents are supposed to give an undertaking with regard to anti-ragging. Even all the seniors have given it. We have to upload these documents to the UGC portal, which is a dedicated portal designed by Government of India to ensure that ragging is not happening in any campus. We will of course tell you on those procedures later when the classes start. See, sometimes the seniors will ask you to write their records, logbooks. They will ask you to draw some diagrams. You don't do it. You come to us. Everybody is accessible to you. The Vice Chancellor, the Dean, the Registrar, and the Vice Principal, every faculty, every head of the department, they are freely accessible to you. You can walk in and then inform us that so-and-so senior has asked you to write their records for them. It is called ragging. It is not a help. It is not an assistance. So don't get it wrong. Please avoid any interaction with any senior. Fees. You all are aware of the fees and you are paying it, and the course duration is for 4.5 years, but don't think that the fees that you are paying is for 5 years. For your convenience, we have segregated the entire fees for the MBBS program, which is for 4.5 years, into 5 equal installments. Okay, so please make it very clear. Please ensure that you are paying the fees for 4.5 years, not for 5 years. And this entire fees is divided into 5 equal installments, and then you are paying it. Okay. And there will be a break fee of 2 lakhs in case if somebody is, we only wish everybody to pass successfully and then get through and then go to the second year, to third year, to fourth year, and then become a house surgeon. But sometimes maybe 1 or 2 students may fail, and in case if they are not able to continue with the second year, they are repeating the first year, or sometimes they are repeating the second year or third year, the same subject again and again. There will be an additional fees for attending the classes and to undergo that special coaching. It is for, I think it is displayed there, it is rupees 2 lakhs for one subject in 1 year. But I think in your batch, many of you may not be able to undergo that process because I'm sure that many of you will pass and then will go to the second year without the requirement of attending additional 1 year in the first year or any further academic years. Hostel entry timings in the evening is 6 o'clock. Sometimes it may be 6:30 p.m. but beyond that we may not permit you. We will inform your parents. Okay. And when as a first year students you want to take the students outside, the parents, especially for girls, only the parents or guardians, if they come only, we will permit. We don't allow the students alone to go out. Even for Saturdays, you want to go out to your house for the Sunday one, we want the guardian or parents to come, especially in the first year, because of safety and security. These are well highlighted in the hostel. In case you have doubts, you want to nominate any guardian, you can nominate any number of guardians, local guardians, but then please nominate. Please nominate and then put their names and photographs in the register, and our wardens will send the students out only after verifying that the authorized guardian is coming to pick up the student. Because we had some disciplinary issues in the past, so there is no compromise on this, especially for first year students. Like I said, you will have to register the guardians in the register with their photographs, address and phone number. Recreation, plenty is available in the campus. You have indoor games, outdoor games, culturals. I think in a couple of months you will have a cultural festival here in the very same auditorium. You will have it, and you will have plenty of events to engage yourself. Okay. Transport, we have buses in the key routes, and the buses are also having GPS and CCTV monitoring. Why? Again, to ensure safety and to see that there is no ragging happening in the bus. Couple of years before we had some problems of ragging in the bus, we could ensure that only with the CCTVs. And also all of us will monitor ragging. In every bus there will be a faculty. So in case you have any problems, please go and tell the faculty that so and so problem is happening, that individual is giving you problems. Everything you need to be open. You need to be transparent. You need to be open. Okay. There is a MyGate application in your hostel. In case if you are staying in the hostel, there is an app, and with which only we will allow you, and then you will come out of it. The parents to see you also, you will have to use this app. Without this app, I think you will not be allowed to see anybody. This will be installed in the parents and also to the wardens and your son or daughter's personal mobile phone. And many of us in many of the apartments are already using such applications, so it's going to be pretty easy for everybody to understand and then use it. And then you have 24/7 security, turnstiles and biometric access, not only in classes to the campus, but also in the hostel you will have access control. And we'll be organizing curricular enrichment programs right from first year. This is to facilitate your preparation for post-graduation, though you will be appearing after 5.5 years. Because the preparation for the PG examination will be different from your UG examination. Both can go simultaneously, both can go together. Okay, and attendance for this enrichment program is also mandatory, and this attendance will be counted for your routine academic attendance also. So please do not have the misinformation that attending such special classes is not important or is not required. Because last year some of the students have informed their parents that those classes are not necessary. And the parents were also thinking that attending these classes were not necessary. So some students, they were bunking classes and then going to the malls, movies. And finally when we get the attendance, they were not present. And the parents were telling, no sir, my son was saying that this class is not important and this attendance will not be taken into consideration. So please remove all those misconceptions. Every day, every class, whether it is a regular class or special class, and everything is as important as anything else. You don't attend and then you will lose attendance. Okay? And we will have an academic calendar and handbook displayed in our website. You can go through it, you can download it to know about the vacations, holidays and internal assessment schedules, university exam schedules, everything will be there. And you will have to be enrolled in 2 important systems. As a student in India, in any medical college, you are supposed to have UMIS ID, it is University Management and Information System. It is again imposed by the University Grants Commission and also Government of Tamil Nadu. You will have to get enrolled in it. Of course, we will facilitate you once you are into this. Our faculty will help you to do this. University Management and Information System. There is another portal in which you have to register, like it gives you ABC ID. What is ABC ID? It is Academic Bank of Credits ID, meaning that this number will be fixed for you once you are into this higher education. Once somebody clicks this number, that will give your certificates, whether you are a registered doctor or not, whether you are a doctor with a valid certificate or not, that will be assessed only with this ABC ID that you are going to generate it. We will tag your certificates with your ABC ID, not your name. See, there is a DigiLocker and there are a lot of digital services given by Government of India where with your name against your Aadhaar, we will tag your ABC ID and your certificate. If this ID is not correctly generated, then your certificate will not be tagged with your ID properly. So please spend adequate time in generating these two numbers, which are very important for you. Our faculty will be coordinating with all of you to generate these numbers. Okay, ABC ID and UMS ID. With this, I think we have come to the end of this orientation program. And in case if you have any doubts or if you want to have some clarity on these things, like from today afternoon, we'll be starting some sessions. It's not going to be a class or this one. Some of the services that I was highlighting for you, we will be doing it. You will have to assemble in one of the lecture halls. We will help you. You will have to be there. In case you don't have ID card, you can get it. Biometric access, hostel admission, transport, many of these things, you can get it started by today afternoon. From tomorrow, you will have classes. Okay, with this I conclude my session, a short session on giving orientation to the first year MBBS students. I wish you all the very best, and I also wish you to get great academics at CHRI, Chettinad Hospital and Research Institute. And the university name, please remember, it is CARE, Chettinad Academy of Research and Education. Thank you very much for all your patient listening. Thank you.